Lincoln regular basketball on WLCN 96.3 and streaming live at WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Corey Leonard, AAA Window Siding and Doors, The Carpet House, Lincoln Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Lincoln IGA, Fifth Street Food Mart, Timbercrest Veterinary Service, the Lincoln Park District, Rick Ham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Lincoln Printers, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln College, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, St. Clara's Manor, Eaton Corporation, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, Headline Salon LLC, Citizens to elect Kevin Bateman for Lincoln Mayor, Family Custom Cleaners, Laundry, Tanning and U-Haul, Denise Costello Salon at 416 Holly Drive, Gary's Drywall, Finishing, Painting and Power Washing, Connect Construction, Lincoln Dare, AG Farms, and by Stuffteria Pizza.
Thomas. Number 20, 6'2", and a senior, Cam Reeves. Number 30, 5'9", and a senior, Dante Hemsavon. And number 42, 6'5", and a senior, Jordan Williams. And the rest of the Centennial Chargers under the direction of head coach Mr. Tim Lavin. Okay, Batman, you know what to do! And now introducing tonight's starting lineup, if you're looking great.
and two seniors in the lineup.
Over 2,000 vehicles to choose from in the family of dealerships. Phone Brad Sinners and Ed Tegelke at 732-2111. You can also stop by the showroom located at 2301 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. You can also see everything online at gymexamus.com, and that's available 24/7. Champaign Centennial in the home white, Railers in the road green. And for the first time this year, Josh, we're ready for basketball.
We are. Officials are ready. Cameron Kurtz is ready.
I don't know when Cameron, he doesn't get hyped, he stays hyped.
Are you ready?
It'll be Bacon and Roberts Thomas getting ready.
Students are ready. Nice collection of students here as they get ready for their Thanksgiving break.
Opening cap is controlled by Centennial. They'll have the basketball moving right to left here at Roy S. Anderson. Reeves back on top to Himsvana. Working around now to the right side to Cowper. Back to Himsvana, back down in the left corner to Reeves. Ball tipped away, nice defense by Titus, quick hands. And that's one thing that he's going to cause a lot of trouble at the point of that zone.
Provides a lot of quickness. As I said, you can take a look at him out right now. You see quite a bit of muscle he put on over the summer, which he needed to. He was a little frail then, but now he's got a nice body, nice point guard body, powerful inside, and can really move his feet on the outside.
Kick it out to the corner, 3 on the way. That's going to be no good. Bryson Kirby pops out for the first rebound, and the Railers look score on their first possession of the season. And
that may be a really big point of emphasis. A lot of times it is for the Railers is rebounding, and that time Kirby did a good job of boxing out.
Bryson pops out around a screen, 3 on the way, 3 up and good.
Yeah, way to start it. Coach sets him up. It's been a play we've ran for a long time, and sets it up for his best shooter on this year's squad, Kirby, and steps it up, the big senior, with a nice start to the senior year.
Minute gone by here in quarter number 1. The Railers with an early 3-0 lead. Down in the corner again to Reeves. Back on top to Himsvana. Thought about the 3 that Centennial did. Now back out the dribble with Cowper. Railers defense really moving quickly and well here in the opening 90 seconds.
Yeah, they've yet to really get anything going inside. They've got big 42 on the outside.
Long 3 on the way. That's no good. Ball tipped up on the rebound, and Bryson Kirby again comes out with it. Over to Cannon. Titus will walk the dribble into the front court, hand off to Isaiah Bowers. Bowers down to the corner to Hollinger. Hollinger near side, looks on top high to Cannon. Cannon, Hollinger pops out on the wing. Bacon, top of the key.
A little bit of the same play here, but probably an option different off of it as they went out and got Kirby pretty hard. And here's where the Railers are going to find if they're any decent is the motion offense.
Bowers' 3 is no good. Bryson Kirby sneaks in there, tries to grab the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Chargers. And interesting, first 2 minutes into the contest, and we see Bryson very active on the boards, both on offense and defense.
Yeah, and I think you remember, it's been a while now, though, but he was a guy that was really quick and then had the bad football injury with his hip, I think it was, just still in junior high. But it takes a while, I'm sure, to come back from something like that. He looks a lot quicker. As 42, Williams underneath with the push-off. 6'5" senior pushed off Bacon, and good job so far by the Railers of getting good position underneath. But yeah, you're right, Jeff. You see Bryson is a little bit quicker than we saw last year.
His first, team first.
First foul of the contest. Isaiah will inbound. Centennial with a little bit of pressure, but they back it off man to man. Cannon over to Bowers. Isaiah hands to Cannon. And you're going to see Titus out there an awful lot. Backdoor, Isaiah slips it over to Bryson on the block. Bryson peels back out, didn't take the shot.
Yeah, Isaiah's got to be ready to score that thing. He's got to be able to go up on some of the bigger guys and score on them.
Stolen away by Himsvana. Railers get back on defense. 14-footer left short. Rebound comes back out to Williams. Kicks it back out in the corner. Himsvana 3 is up and good.
Dante Hemsabon for 3.
Game tied at 3. Again, that was the case we talked about the early rebounding, Josh. That was one where Centennial got too many chances.
Yeah, you can't give them that many chances, and we had them shut down, and you're going to let them get another offensive board, and that's a problem for the Railers, and it could be all year.
4:35 to go in the first quarter. Tied at 3. Isaiah kicks it out on the side. Bryson's 3 on the way won't go down, but a foul's going to be called as Drew Bacon set the screen, and it looked like Jaden Roberts-Thomas just bowled right through him.
Yeah, nice screen by Drew, too. Was set, took the charge, took the hit, and would have been really nice if Bryson would have been able to get that thing to go down.
Bryson inbounds out near the timeline. Nice save by Titus. Showed those wide receiver skills there on that one.
Tightrope the not only the out of bounds, but also the backcourt violation.
Bacon hands off to Bryson. Bryson now to Nolan Hollinger. It's between the circles.
I'd like to see if Bowers or also Cannon can just get to the basket on their guy, put their head down, and find a way to get to the rim. Those are the two guys that are going to have to do it for the Railers this year as far as penetrating and be able to take their man off the dribble.
Bryson near side to Bacon. Hollinger Hands off to Bowers. Crossover dribble back to Bryson. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Cannon. Hands to Nolan. Nolan from the right wing. Three on the way. No good. Rebound comes down to Roberts Thomas.
Yeah, and I think that's where a little bit of the Railers, just inconsistency and without a couple guys that can really go to the basket and especially post up is.
Hemsbun off from the left side.
Gets another three, but you work the offense for a while, and then all of a sudden you got to get a three up because we haven't shot in the last 30 seconds or something. So these younger guys got to realize that keep letting that team play defense.
6-3 Chargers, their first lead of the night. 3:15 to go. Quarter number one here from Roy S. Anderson. I want to thank all of our sponsors of Railer basketball this year. They include the folks at Schneider Chiropractic Center, sponsoring the contest, and some of our pre, post, and halftime information. Isaiah Bowers pulls up 18-footer. High archer is good.
Well, that's a tough shot, too. That's an 18-footer pull-up, and maybe not the one you wanted, but it went down, and now maybe that sets up Isaiah as his man knows he can now shoot it from the outside. Maybe that'll set up him going to the hoop a little more.
Hemsbana inside, back out. Three on the way. Rims off, no good. Isaiah the rebound. Hemsbana reaches in, and he's going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be his third on the Chargers, and the first sub of the year coming in for the Railers. Ben Grunder, 6'1 junior, replacing Drew Bacon.
Oh, and the Railers are really small now, Jeff, as Grunder and basically Bowers, they're two biggest guys. Bowers at 6'1 and Grunder at 6'1, both juniors. Still got Hollinger out there, Cannon still out there, and Kirby still out there. But boy, we're really, really small when you look at them there. So they've got to make an important point to hit the boards and go hard at everybody and box out.
And that's one thing we saw in the last half of the season last year. Ben Grunder was really, really aggressive down low and on the boards. Titus pulls up for three and hits.
Nice, and that's a big. If he can be consistent shooter and hit that couple threes a game with his quickness and his overall strength, if Titus can get those couple threes a game to go down, that just opens up a whole new ball game for him as far as getting to the basket. We saw last year Titus really do a good job of getting to the free throw line. I don't know how many free throws he shot at the sophomore level, but it was a lot of free throws, and not just because he was a point guard, just because he was able to get to the basket and use his strength and his body.
Railers with an 8-6 lead, stolen by Isaiah, flips it into the backcourt, and it'll stay with Centennial. Nice job by Isaiah. And Josh, you talk about Titus coming in and hitting an early three. With his quickness, that also opens it up for him to where his defender could come out. He goes fast, and that's another way to get to the basket.
Well, you're right. If he can be, I think that's another key for the Railers this year is finding that consistent shooter, getting a couple. We've always had that guy that gets us 2 or 3 threes almost every game, and we've got to find that guy this year.
James Williams into the contest for the first time. Shot is up, no good by Hemsbana. Isaiah Bowers high for the rebound. Brings the dribble across the timeline. 1:35 to go, quarter number one. Railers with an 8-6 lead. Bryson hounded by Roberts Thomas. Grunder now holds at the timeline with the dribble, brings it left side to Hollinger. We see Tate Sloan off the Railer bench. He'll check in just a moment. Titus curls down on the corner to Hollinger. Back on top to Kirby. Kirby's picked up his dribble between the circles to Grunder. Isaiah, three on the way, three up and good.
Deep too, that wasn't on the line. That was deep, and as does Titus, that opened up for him. This opens up a little more for Isaiah. You can tell he's put on some pounds. There's a quick steal by Kana.
Layup won't go down. And then Bryson's going to be whistled for the foul, trying to get the rebound. And Josh, it was one of those cases where Titus got the steal, went in, and didn't decide either to go, straight over the front of the rim or use the backboard, got caught in between.
Well, and that's the thing he's got to learn is he was wide open and really not a lot of pressure. He's got to find a way to find the bank board. He's got to get to an angle, use the bank board.
53 seconds to go. Railers on an 8-0 run that's got them up 11-6. Williams stolen away again by the Railers. Isaiah into the front court looking for a teammate. Gets it near side to Tate Sloan. Tate, the 5'9 junior. Over on the far side to Grunder in front of Coach Tim Lavin and the Chargers bench. Half a minute, 30 seconds left in quarter number one. Lincoln in a 5-point lead.
Yeah, you can expect the Railers now to get the last shot. 20 seconds ticking, and the Chargers in just some man-to-man defense, so the Rails will hold it probably till about 10 and then get their play underway.
We're down to 10. Sloan down to 7. Isaiah gets it, down to 5. To 3, to 2. Isaiah forces it up, won't go down, and that's the end of quarter number 1. First quarter in the books on opening night. Lincoln the lead. Lincoln 11. Centennial 6. Back to the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Headline Salon LLC, and Lincoln Heating and Cooling. We certainly thank them one and all for their sponsorship. Railers the basketball. Josh up 11-6 as we start quarter number 2. Sloan, Kirby, Bowers, Bacon, Grunder on the floor for the Railers. Backdoor, high to Isaiah, gets it from Tate, gets it to go down.
Yeah, same play we ran before, and Isaiah didn't convert, didn't even shoot it on the layup. That time he goes up on one of the players from Champaign Centennial, and he scores it. He's got to be that guy. If he doesn't score that, he's got to get into the body of the defender for trying to block his shot and shoot free throws. It's too close of a shot for Isaiah to pass up.
Isaiah averaged a little over 11 a game last year. He's already got 7 here in the early stages of this one. Cowper flips it down in the corner to Peyton Sheen. Sheen to Williams, and we've got a hold going to be whistled on Tate Sloan as he reached in, tried to tie him up. Tate picks up his first, second on the team. 7:22 left in half number 1.
Yeah, I think Kirby was just beat and then just tried to hold on to the ball. Rather than just, at that point, just let him go. He's down. He just tried to tie him up, and now that's the second foul on Kirby, so he's probably going to have to sit.
And the officials right now doing some housekeeping, making sure everybody's got their jerseys tucked in, and so everybody looking good here on opening night. Inbounds down in the corner. Nice job of the trap by Bacon and Kirby, but they get out of it. Back rim, no. Rebound Grunder there for the Railers.
And that's a guy that can do some force on the boards for the Railers this year. Stocky, just a junior. Ben Grunder jumps well, good athlete underneath, but he's got to be strong underneath.
Minute gone by. Isaiah directing traffic. Hands back to Sloan. High post to Isaiah. Isaiah's going to turn. 14-footer up and good.
Yeah, tough. Jump shot looks nice for Isaiah. Really some good lift on his jumper. Not a lot of guys are going to get up and block that. And right now, nice rotation on the ball. Good extension. Jump shot looks good to start the season.
Railers up 15-6. 6.5 to go. Trap there. Tipped away by Grunder. Ball on the floor. Everybody down there. Picked up by Kirby. Now it's Isaiah with it. Crowd appreciates the Railer defense. Bacon goes by his guy. Reverse layup won't go down. Ball still being fought for. Champaign out of there with it. You almost feel if Railers convert there, maybe a timeout comes.
Well, yeah, and you start to smell a little blood also. The Railer fans are starting to get into it. Drew goes baseline, tries to go up and under. I'd just like to see Drew, don't worry about going up and under, get into the body of this guy, 6'5", go up on him and try and draw a foul.
Railers with the basketball after the missed shot. Bryson Kirby kicks back out to Isaiah, firing another 3. High off the back rim, no. Rebound down to Cowper, the 5'10" sophomore for Centennial.
Yeah, you could tell Isaiah didn't have the feel. As soon as he caught it, he was fumbling with the ball, and more times than not, when you do that and you're getting ready to shoot, it's not going to be a good end result.
Sheen inside to Roberts Thomas. Centennial looking for anything on the scoreboard, and that's going to end their drought as Sheen.
Everything's been coming from the three-point line. Jeff, he hits one from that corner, and I think Hemsvanas hit one from that corner, and then he hit another one. So it's 9 points for the Chargers, all on threes.
Drew Bacon's going to fire his first 3 and hit. Railers with 4 threes already on the night, and they've got an 18-9 lead as we're just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Roberts Thomas kicks it back out to Sheen.
Boy, and then Roberts Thomas catches in the middle where you can really hurt the Railer defense, and he has yet to even look at the hoop.
6'5" and a junior, Roberts Thomas. Yeah, you're right. Nothing looking at the basket. Three on the way, that's no good. High for the rebound is Cowper, and he's going to lay it up and in.
Yeah, that's what happens. The Railers getting a little tired. Bacon, you can see he's feeling that first game wind as you get. Bauer's a little exhausted right now, and then Grunder feeling a little bit too, and then you give up an easy cut-through offensive rebound, and the Chargers get on the scoreboard again.
18-11, already almost halfway through this second quarter. Grunder dumps it back over to Isaiah. Isaiah shot fake. Now they'll pull up from 15. And a too strong rebound to Roberts Thomas for Centennial. And we've got a foul. It's going to be called on the Railers on the near sideline, right in front of the student section.
Isaiah's got his jumper going a little bit now, Jeff, but sometimes he falls in love with it a little too much, with a guy that his kind of speed, his kind of strength. You can't pass up getting to the basket. You got to keep going, and you got to get there and hopefully draw some fouls. He's been hot from the outside, but again, you can't rely on that. It doesn't always stay that hot all the time.
Subs in for the Railers as Kirby, Bacon, and Sloan head to the bench. Back in is Hullinger and Cannon, and in for the first time is 6-foot junior Zach Morse. Hemsman open for three, and he hits it.
Yeah, I think when you give him that much time, he's shown already early in the game he can hit a couple threes. 3 of them now for him. 9 points, and they got it inside to Williams, and Williams kicked it cross court and found their man there.
Morris back over to Grunder. 3:15 to go. Lincoln up 18-14. Grunder might have got hit on the wrist, but no call. Shot comes short. And again, Centennial, chance to draw even closer. They've been down by as many as 9. Down 4 this trip down. Cowper over to Hemsman. I think it's pretty safe to say you need to find 30 if he's outside the line.
Yeah.
Stolen away and by the hands of Titus Cannon.
If I remember right, he hit several against us last year.
Hollinger comes around the right wing to a screen. Titus goes by his guy, high off the glass, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Titus took it strong, and Titus will go to the line as a foul is going to be whistled on Cowper. That'll be his first. So Titus Cannon, the 5'10 junior, will go to the line. A reminder that Railer basketball this year is brought to you by our friends at AAA Window, Siding, and Doors. First free throws of the night. Titus Cannon, first one on the way is up and good. And Josh, it seems pretty obvious, and you don't want to talk down to anybody, but if Titus is going to be somebody who's going to be handling the ball a lot, this is an important part of his game right here, is hitting free throws, and he just hit the second.
You're right. We talked about it last year. He got there a lot, and late in the games, head sophomore coach Greg Alexander didn't mind him handling the ball because he was usually pretty good late in the game and knocking down the free throws. So a spot you like to see him in the sophomore game because when he gets here, he's been there before.
2014, Lincoln with the 6-point advantage. 2:15 to go. Hemsman drives in, and there's contact, and I think Nolan Hullinger will be the one whistled for that first foul. Nolan with his fourth on the Railers.
Lincoln foul number 3, Nolan Hullinger.
Isaiah leading the way with 9 points for the Railers. Titus Cannon with 5. Centennial inbound on the baseline. They kick it out to Cowper. Gets it right back over to Reeves. Hemsman, a ball tipped by Kirby that goes into the hands of Williams. Williams back out to Sheen. Lob it in. It's too high for the big man in the middle. And Isaiah will bring it back down for the Railers. Defense so far, Josh, has looked pretty good on opening night.
Yeah, other than letting Hemsman get a couple threes. Only got 14 points and I think 4 threes. So, yeah, the Railer defense has done a pretty good job other than finding number 30. They haven't allowed too much to happen really inside. I think that one offensive rebound, well, we got a couple offensive rebounds, one scored.
Isaiah's going to make a move. Goes up strong. Little leaner is good.
And that's just overall, that's just strength right there. He got fouled, pushed toward the wall, and was able still to get it up by the rim and get it up high enough over the rim. And that's just overall strength. There's not a lot of the guys wearing a Railer uniform that could do that.
22-14. And Josh, I'll ask you, Isaiah played football for the first time this year. that play right there, football comes into play.
Well, yeah, it definitely helped. And I think the time. Wow, another 3. Time in a weight room, as you saw Isaiah there and Cannon there as well. That helped out that.
Peyton Sheen with another 3 from the corner. Isaiah, and he's going to get fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2 as he's hammered by Jordan Williams. So good job by Isaiah taking it strong to the basket. Only 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Lincoln with a 5-point lead, 22-17.
Well, if you ask me, he should be at the line 6 to 8 times a game, Isaiah, and just going to the basket, being strong. He gets it in there. So many kids like to block shots now, and it gets the crowd going, it gets their teammates going, and man, you can just one, you can get a lot of fouls on guys. 2, you can get in the bonus real quick, and you get some easy baskets from the free throw line too. So he's a guy that can definitely do that. Get in there, ball fake, get that guy up in the air, and then get right into him. And hopefully you can get him on the rim. If you don't, you've got to go to the free throw line.
Isaiah missed the first, but gets the second to go. Railers now up 23-17. Isaiah leading the way with 12. Hemsvena. We tick down to the final 30 seconds of the first half.
Yeah, I need to stop here, Jeff. Hemsvena and Sheen, just a sophomore.
Hemsvena drives in, but it's knocked away by Isaiah. Good defense by Bowers. And then Bryson did a nice job of not going into the front court, and he kicked it back. So good, smart play by Kirby.
Yeah, going to give us a chance to get the last second shot here, 10 seconds.
And then a foul is going to be whistled on Cowper. That'll be his second.
Not sure he was trying to do that, but it actually wasn't a bad play with just 5 team fouls on Champaign Centennial. They're the home team on the scoreboard tonight.
Reminder that Railer basketball this year is brought to you by the Carpet House and Lincoln College.
9
seconds to go. Kirby into the backcourt to Titus Cannon. Kynus back across. Hands it over to Bryson. Bryson fires 3 on the way. Off no good. Fight for the rebound. Tipped out of bounds with .1 to go. So not much can happen here except the tip. 23-17, .1 to go.
Little slow trigger
Bryson
there.
Didn't really have much of a chance on that one.
I thought it went out of bounds with about .5.